Hi there. Today I'd like to show you how to calculate the chi-square test in your Microsoft Excel. Okay, so let's say you've got a set of data in your Excel sheet. Okay, it's in mine. For mine, it's in sheet one. So you've got your data is outlined by participants 1 to 31. Okay, their age, and their age categories, because in chi-squared calculation you can't actually use continuous variables. You have to use categorical variables. So I've categorized the age according to the category of between 20 to 29, uh, 30 to 39, and 40 to 49 in my data sample. Okay, and then the next is ethnicity. Okay, gender, marital status, education level, occupational area, salary, and the number of months. Okay, so let's to start off, to calculate the chi-square. First, you need to click on the first cell of the table and go to your insert tab next to your home tab, and click on the pivot table, which is on your left side. Okay, and as you can see, it will ask you to select the table of range, but in my case it has automatically detected the table range. Okay, and usually I would want this to be the pivot table to be placed in a new worksheet. So I'll just go ahead and press OK, and it will come out in a new sheet. Okay, and this is the pivot table. It's on the left side with the fields. But before that, I'll just rename the sheet into chi square test sheet. Okay, all right. So to start off with, okay, so you've got your variables here. Okay, which is your participants, age category, and so on and so forth. So what I'll do is I'll drag down the participants down to the values here. Okay, but when you do that, make sure it will automatically, Excel will automatically calculate the field settings as sum, which is not what you want. So to change this, just go click on the value field settings, and from sum go click on count. Okay, and this will count the number of participants instead of the number of the whole variables plus the participants. Okay, so that's the first thing you should be aware of. So there were 31 participants. My sample size was 31, so this is correct. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drag out gender. Okay, into my column side. Okay, which so a column will come out on this side of the pivot table, and then my age category, I'm going to drag it down into the row. Okay, which will come out as you can see here. So as you can see, there's female gender here and male gender here, and the total of male and female should be equivalent. It has automatically, the pivot table has automatically calculate the rows and columns, and it should amount to 31. Okay, so to make things easier, since if you can, I'm gonna just copy this whole table without the first column labels and on this table. I'm just gonna right click and copy and read and paste it over to the right hand side. And the reason is because it is much because as you can see, if I click on the cell, the data of the cell, let's say 10 here, it doesn't actually, it'll be a bit more easy actually. Okay, so uh, so I've done that, the first part. Okay, and I'm going to copy this again and paste it just below it, and this second table is going to be my expected values. As you know, in your chi-square test, okay, the formula involves observed value, which is going to be the first table, okay, or observed values, okay, and then the below table is going to be the expected values. Okay. Now, how do you calculate the expected values? And this is why I've actually copied this over to here, because I can't actually. Uh, there's something, because this is the original pivot table, and if I were to copy the formula later on over down here, it won't reproduce the calculation. So that is why I've just copied and pasted in a different on the sheet next to it. Okay, so now to calculate the expected values for this, let's say it's actually very easy. You just sum here, okay, and actually I'll just highlight. If you wanna get the expected values for this, I'll just highlight here. What you do is you times the grand total of the age of this row. Okay, so this should be in this, and times it with the total number of females in the sample, and then you divide it by the total number of participants. So you 14 times, 14 times 16, divide by the total number of samples, and this is your expected values for females in this age range. Okay, now if you want to make your life simpler and just drag this whole formula back down here to copy down, and this is why I did copy this and into the cells next to it. What you do is, if you go back to the formula bar over here, and next to G8, okay, just click the cursor next to G8 and press F4 twice. Okay, the purpose of this is to make this uh, so when the x, when you drag down, or if you want to repeat the calculations back, it will remain constant. Okay, this cell will remain constant in your calculation. So press F4 twice, okay, and then go to I8 and press F4 twice, and then enter. Okay, so when you drag down, you can see what it does is, instead of uh, let's say I5, and if you repeat the calculation, it'll be I6. But what actually happens as you drag down is that the G8 and I8 remains constant. So that's the purpose of uh, clicking F4 twice before the cell that you want to remain constant. Okay, so this is for uh, this part. Okay, now if you want to calculate the expected values of the males now, okay, so this would involve, just let me highlight the cells in a different color. What color shall I choose? Okay, let's choose light green. Okay, so what you do is you calculate, is you take this figure, okay, 14 again. Okay, let's turn that into green, but the times the number of males in the sample, and then you divide by the total number of participants. So again, okay, 14 times 15 divide by 31, and that's your expected values. So if you go back into the formula bar and make this constant, so that you can just redo the calculation by dragging it down, dragging the cursor down, it will definitely make things so much easier. Okay, so just click F4 twice, and there you go. Then you just drag that down. Okay, so now the next thing you want to do is to make sure that the grand total is going to be same as the observed values. So what you do is, I would usually go to the formulas, auto sum, okay, and just make sure this 2 adds up to 14. Okay, and then you just drag this down. Okay, it should follow the observed value tables. Okay, and then same goes here. Auto sum, calculate the total number of females in the sample. Just right click and drag that, and it should follow the same, and therefore it is correct. So now the come to the interesting part, which is how do you calculate the chi-square. Okay, so chi-square. Okay, chi-square calculation. Okay, and now Excel has an inbuilt formula for this calculation for their p-value. So just right here. Okay, so the calculation is if you uh, uh, sum equals to, okay, and then you go to more functions under formulas. You can click the tab formulas and go to more function and click statistical, and you click for chi-square test. Okay, now the a table will come up. Okay, for your actual range. Actual range is your observed values. So you just select the values here, excluding the grand totals, and then the expected values would be your uh, based on the calculations that we have done earlier, and that should be it. Okay, so you'll get a p-value of 0.08. If you want to reduce this number to 2 decimal points, you just go over to Homes tab and reduce the number of digits to 2. Okay, now so this is your chi-squared result. Okay, so that is how you do a chi-square calculation in your Excel sheet.